Tonight, the costly lesson that an ASU student learned while driving on the Loop 101. A lot of people really don't realize this, but certain portions of the freeways here in town, including the 101, pass through tribal land, where the penalties for traffic violations can be much more severe. Some would even say unjust. As Joe Dana reports, one woman's car was seized by police to be auctioned off because she had a marijuana joint in her pocket. Joe?
It's not uncommon for police to tow someone's car who's arrested for DUI, but when this ASU student was pulled over by a tribal officer and she admitted to him she had a joint in her pocket, her attorneys say police decided to keep her car. Kayla's not afraid to admit it. She smoked marijuana and had a joint in her pocket when she was pulled over for speeding in November of last year.
You know, I feel that it's not so much about the DUI of it as it is that I had a minuscule amount of marijuana on me, and they felt that it was right to take my vehicle over that. And I don't think it was.
Cops usually seize cars and homes during drug busts involving organized crime. Forfeiture laws allow them to auction off big-ticket items, then use the money to pay for police programs. But Kayla's attorney accuses the Salt River tribal government of going too far, targeting otherwise average citizens and treating them like big-time drug dealers.
I mean, we're talking about if you have a seed, the reservation can take your vehicle. That's what's going on. Salt River PD has to be aware that they're not going to get their new toys by just stealing 19-year-olds' cars and selling them at auction.
Craig Rosenstein says few people realize they're subject to the more aggressive Salt River tribal laws, a nearly 10-mile stretch.
When you're on that stretch of the 101, you're no longer in Maricopa County, you're no longer in the state of Arizona, you're in a sovereign entity. And that sovereign entity has rules that are different from the state of Arizona and different from the county of Maricopa County, and they're different from the city of Scottsdale.
Kayla was able to get her car back, but not until several months passed and several $1,000s in attorney's fees. Otherwise, Kayla likely would have lost her car altogether.
And I don't think that people should lose their cars over a joint of marijuana.
A spokesperson for the Salt River Indian community said officers were following tribal law and that there was drug paraphernalia and several types of marijuana inside that ASU student's car. I'm Joe Dana, 12 News.
All right, Joe, thanks. Right now, family